Hi, I'm Chris Calcutt from Focusrite Innovation, and I'm here today at dv247.com to talk a little bit about the Focusrite ISA 1 mic preamp. The ISA 1 is designed to be a portable, rugged, high quality yet affordable mic preamp. Inside the box we use the Lundal 1538 mic input transformer and the Zobel network, which all go to create a pristine quality, transparent, high-class mic pre. So let's turn the unit on and have a look at some of the features that we find on the front panel. Down at the bottom here we have an input selector switch, which lets us choose between a microphone input, a line input, and an instrument input. Here we have the input gain section, which is stepped in values of 10 dB, and we've actually got two different modes for this. We've got from 0 to 30. If we engage the 30 to 60 switch, we now go from 30 through to 60 dB. Next to that we also have a trim attenuator, which gives us another plus 20 dB to play with. Next to the input selector switch, we have an impedance selector, which lets us step through 4 separate impedance values, so we can match our microphones or actually get creative with the impedance that we select. One of the impedances that we have is also based on the ISA 110 impedance section. We also have several different buttons that add extra functionality. We have phantom power, we have a phase invert switch, we have a high pass filter switch, and we also have an insert switch. The insert switch basically allows us to include the insert circuit in the output. The next section that we look at is the direct inject, the DI section. We have an impedance switch that lets us switch between high and low impedance. We have a trim control, which lets us set our gain. We have a DI input and an amplifier output, which lets us take the DI output direct to an amplifier. This is great if you're wanting to record, say, a bass guitar and you want to take a DI'd signal and an amped signal at the same time. Further on we have a 1/4-inch headphone socket, independent headphone volume, and a Q-mix switch. This lets us listen directly to the Q-mix that we can feed into the ISA 1 through the headphones. Above the DI section and the phone section, we have the VU monitoring section. We have a switch to calibrate the VU meter, a switch that lets us monitor the signal after the insert effects have been applied, and a couple of LED meters to give us extra monitoring reference. Next to the VU meter section, we have the ADC section, which lets you select your sample rate and external clock source. This is used when we have the additional ADC digital conversion card kit installed. So there's some of the features that we find on the front of the ISA 1. Let's turn the unit round and have a look at the back. So let's take a look at the back panel. Here we have a standard rocker power switch and an IEC mains connector. If we move over here, we can see our microphone inputs and a line input. We've got an XLR and a jack input for the line. Above that we have a send and return for our insert point. We also have an external mono in that we can actually feed through to the Q-mix for the monitors. So here we also have the Q-mix input, which allows us to take a feed directly from our DAW or any recording system that we're working on and feed that directly through to the headphone socket on the front. This is ideal for when we want to monitor whilst we're actually recording. Beneath the Q-mix, we have a DI output to take the signal directly from the DI. We have a main output, which is also taking a signal directly from the mic pre. We also have two calibration knobs that let us calibrate the VU meter on the front. So there we have the Focusrite ISA 1, an incredible sounding mic pre and DI system in a portable, rugged chassis. If you'd like some more information about the Focusrite ISA 1, go to dv247.com.